Hi Gail, this is Dave Chenault. I wanted to give you a quick summary of how to use the system, and this will let you get started with testing. Just realize that I'm using this from California, so I'm hitting the data center in Singapore, and at times it can be a little slow from my side of the Pacific. But overall, the speed is satisfactory. So let me just explain the way things work in the system. The main things you're going to want to look at are accounts, opportunities, and contacts to match your spreadsheet. And accounts are a company that you're working with that might want to invest. And so I've entered in some information here already. It's very simple. You just use the drop down here to create a new account. It'll give you a screen to enter in the information. And let's take a look at that real quick, just sort of how you do that. Okay, so it'll pop up a new screen for me here in a moment, and I would just type the information in. This is the name of the company here, so I'll just do RMA new company, whatever. Right, can be anything you want here. And then you put in the phone number. The only things that are required have a star by them. So in this case, it's a name and to have a phone number. Okay, and then I've updated it so the state can be a little longer. One other thing to be aware of is on the contact. Now these contacts are in this list here of called contacts, and you'll see I added one, Bob Tester and a Joe Smith. You can either pick from one that exists or you can type a brand new one. So let's put in a new one here. I'll say new contact. That'll be their name. The title will be King, and then we'll have an email, new contact at rmanewcompany.com. Okay, and I don't have to put much else in unless I want to fill it in here, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a phone number so I can save this record. I'm putting in the US. Try out your different format down in Australia as well and see if it works for you. And that's about it. And so now what I expect is the system will make me a new contact record called new contact that I can use throughout the system. Okay, and it's also assigning permissions automatically to me, and we'll talk about that more later. But let's go ahead and save this. It'll take a minute to save. And then what I'll do is I'm going to make a new opportunity underneath this RMA new company. Okay, so again, just bear with the speed a little bit as I hit the data center in Singapore from California. It takes a little while, and they might be doing some work. It's nighttime your time, so it's possible that the team down there is doing some work while you guys are sleeping, or just getting up anyway. So here's the it's coming up now. It'll show me some account information here, and then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make a new opportunity related to this account as soon as it finishes here. You can see it is still working, so I'll be a second here. Okay, so now I'm going to be able to see information about it. It's just redrawing here. You can see I'm just having a little speed, but it'll come back. So there it is. Bob Tester was the one I was looking at earlier. Let's go take a look now at accounts. I should have my new account listed there, which I do. I think I called this one RMA New Company with this guy New Contact. Let's take a look at the contacts records. I should have a new one there called New Contact. And there he is. And you can tell it's everything's good. It's got a little check mark. And now what I want to do is I want to make a new opportunity. And this will kind of tie everything together for you. So let's go in and make an opportunity. This relates to kind of each entry on your spreadsheet. So I'll just say new investment. Right? And then I'm going to select the account that it's associated with. I'll do this one as the RMA New Company. And then I've got all the drop downs from your spreadsheet that I put in here. So I could say it's good, but it requires a trigger. I could say it's an unknown 2. Investment type, I'll just fill it in. EC, EAD. Not sure, whatever else. You can try different things out here. Investment stage, investment level, etc. Introduction method, these are yours as well. The amount, etc. And now I'm going to pick a contact. I could type a new one here if I wanted. So maybe there's a different contact, or I can take one from the system that I already have. I'll take new contact in here. It's not too exciting, but it fills it in. Or I could take Bob Tester, whatever. You can see how it'll switch for me. So again, I could type in a new one here. If you do, just select the blank one and then type in some new information. I'll say brand new contact. So you'll see it'll create a new contact record for me, even with my typos. And I'll give this guy assistant, and I'll just go ahead and put it in here of brand new. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this. So I don't want to go too crazy on this. Let's go ahead and save it. And what it'll do now is I'll have a new opportunity listed underneath the RMA new company, and I'll have a new contact as well that's available throughout the system. So that's really about it. I'll let it finish here and show you a few things. But that's all you've got to do. Just go ahead and create your accounts and then create opportunities around these accounts. And that's how you can start tracking all this. And then you can start to attach emails and documents and all those things you wanted to do. Right? So we'll walk before we run. Okay, so if I refresh here, I'm going to hope to see a new contact. So let's see what happens. It'll be a minute. Remember, I'm far away, so it's kind of doing its thing behind the scenes. And then hopefully we'll see this be new contact here. It looks like it's still working, so it'll be a minute or two, and then we'll see it come up there. So let's take a look at opportunities while we're waiting on that. And we have our new investments, all the information we put in, etc. around this, and we should be good to go. We can see here that it's around this RMA new company that I put in, all the information, and I can start doing reports, etc. And I have my accounts. So hopefully you've seen enough to get started. There's my brand new contact now. It just took a minute to create it for us. And there it is. And now when I use it throughout the system, that guy will appear in the drop downs. Okay, so go ahead and add some accounts, add in some opportunities, add in a few contacts. You can add a new contact this way as well if you want. And this will let you attach it sort of in a backhand way. It'll be available in the drop down after you save it. So you'll see this final screen come up here with contact information. You can enter this way as well. So just a lot of ways to use the system. This would be the guy's name and his title and his phone number, etc. But I would say, dive in, take a look. We'll load the data after you take a look at it and tell us what changes to make. Hope this was helpful, Gail.